Metal Nation. It is I, Tim. This is the podcast them down or whatever. I already distracted myself because I was thinking of introducing you guys. Should I do that before the podcast them down thing? Should I say metal promos first? You know, I just distracted.
There's a lot
myself
going on
right
in
off
there.
the bat. Right off the bat, I blame Mike.
Seems fair.
As is right and proper.
Yep.
So Mike's here, Dave's here. We did this last night and it worked fine.
We did, and it was eloquent and well recorded. We actually hit record.
That's right. Yeah, there was a time record wasn't hit until a third of the way in.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Twice in a row. We finally got it at the beginning on our third take.
Yeah. Now we're good. We're only like 150 episodes in. We'll get it down sometime. Anyway. Oh, I also contemplated going by the Timmortal, because that's my Instagram that, I don't really use. But anyway. But that's also
right
not what I am on Discord, so, go figure. Anyway. Let's do metal promos. GHOSTHER or GHOSTHER. It's ghost and then her, but one word. GHOSTHER. Maybe they're going for that. You're at the CD store because you bought a time machine. You're at the CD store and you're looking at Ghost because somehow it's the present. And then behind Ghost is GHOSTHER. Oh, I should get this. All right.
Is this dating advice? Is this creepy?
This is going to be great for my new folk metal band, Blind Gunderson.
Blind Guardians.
All right. Release title: Immersion. Label: Doc Gator Records. Release date: it's out. September 16th, 2022. Digital format, CD and LP. Vinyl. Genre is modern metal from Germany. I like how they used a genre that doesn't describe how they sound. Tracklist: Resistance, Karma, Doomed, featuring Bjorn Strid, One Black Eye, Criminal Love, Better Days, Immersion, Drowning, A Beautiful Mind, spelled with a Y, More of the Same, featuring Joey Tyler, Afterglow, Thallium, and Infectious. Lineup: Jenny Jansen on vocals, Andy Galb guitar, backing vocals, Frank Stellmacher on bass, and Ronnie Jansen on drums. I wonder if he's related to Jenny Jansen, or would it be Jenny Jansen or Jenny Jansen?
That covers all the bases.
Yeah, write in the comments. Tell us what it is.
Bjorn Strid is the vocalist of Soilwork.
It's also, if you're gonna Terror 2000, Disharmonia Mundi, Cold Seed, and the Night Flight Orchestra.
Yeah, he's a significant guest appearance.
And then Joey Tyler, vocalist from one of New York's most aspiring bands, Vrsty, VRSTY, also contributed guest vocals to the song More of the Same. All right, let me read this thing. Doc Gator Records is proud to present the second album of the Heinsberg modern metal hopefuls. After their sensational debut album Through Fire, which was released in 2019 and for which the vinyl edition was in our hands, we are happy to have fully gained the band's trust and to be able to exclusively take care of CD and vinyl in different versions at Doc Gator Records. In a hard time during the pandemic, Jenny and her guys grew even more together and used the isolation to prepare for their next step. The band has stepped it up a notch in all respects. Promised! GHOSTHER's music is labeled as female-fronted alternative metal, metalcore, or just great fresh metal music. Okay, that last description does not does not
Does that inspire confidence, Tim?
no, just great fresh metal music does not reconcile with metalcore or alternative metal. Anyway, there is even more groove, more lush riffs, more catchy choruses, and more dynamics on the 13 brand new songs of Immersion, which was written during the beginning of the pandemic. We already talked about Bjorn Strid. The terrific artwork is done once again by Daniel Hoffer of Archetype Design for fans of Soilwork and Hailstorm. Then there's no Bandcamp.
What have we got for a band photo?
Well, let me do the artwork first. It's picture an iceberg. All right, but now it's a heart.
Okay.
It's a heart iceberg. That's what you got. A heart iceberg, and like you can see the top of it. The top third sticking out of the water, and then the bottom third, and then there's
like a ventricle or something right there.
And there's some chick under it falling out of the bottom of the heart. I guess she's more dense than ice and water. And then GHOSTHER is just kind of like it's essentially a font with a stylized line through it. And then Immersion at the bottom here. All right, band photo is I'll let you describe it. They're standing in a void, the four of them. They got that one of the guys has that big necked shirt syndrome that we discussed last time. The other two guys are just wearing simple black t-shirts. And what is she wearing? Some kind of like, it's hard to tell because it's black and white, but it kind of looks like an acid wash denim shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the texture I get.
And the whole vibe is like promo photos for And Justice for All. Like it's a very classic pose and lineup. Backlit. Not to the point of silhouette, but to the point of like having a glow behind the band.
Yep. So I don't know if I agree with the justice sentiment, but I understand why you say that, but I don't have a good rebuttal. All right. What do you got? I'll go first. It's going to be a no from me, dog. I'm not into soil work. And we talked about soil work on our Opeth episode, whether that aired or not. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I'm out. There's plenty of room for your ears, but I'm a 0.
They said metalcore, so I'm also a 0.
Remind me not to tag them in the episode.
Yikes. Well, okay, so I'll spice things up and maybe bring back the love of our friends in GHOSTHER, which I think is how it's got to be pronounced. GHOSTHER? Like a Pokemon, maybe. Haunter, GHOSTHER. I can see myself not getting up and leaving if this came on somewhere. Like I can see myself in a rock bar and this coming on the jukebox and me paying it half an ear's attention.
You almost said juice box.
I almost said juice box. I was so close.
Like, if they were on your juice box, that raises more questions.
Yeah, I guess it's, oh man, what if they had an alcohol tie-in that was like inspired by the high C ectoplasm, GHOSTHER?
Then I'm all in. One mouth, 2 ears and one mouth. I need some
GHOSTHER, if you're listening, beverage sponsorship is the way to my heart. So
High C
I'm going to go with a half an ear.
High C is owned by Coca-Cola. So let us know when that works out.
Ooh, it doesn't have to be High C. It can be with the German beverage company.
Get a deal with Mezzomix, also owned by Coca-Cola.
Or Fanta, perhaps.
Also owned by Coca-Cola. So you said half an ear?
Oh yeah, they get half an ear from me.
All right. I got another.
Hey.
Yeah.
At the risk of causing an edit, I need to go for a bit.
I'm not editing shit. All right. You go on. Dave and I will talk about the next one, which is
Oh boy, won't we?
also not on Metal Archives. Hot Hotel Room releases new video for Isolated. Wait,
I'm already uncomfortable.
I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Hot Hell Room.
Hot hell?
HOTHELL room.
But is it smushed together like
No.
hotel room?
No, hot is a word, hell is a word, and room is a word. And glancing at it looks like hot hotel room. But that's not what it is. All right. Hot Hell Room just released a new video for Isolated taken from the album Kingdom Genesis. You know, if this is someone's first episode, they're gonna go, how the hell did these guys put together 150 episodes? Or whatever it is.
God, we are bordering on our least professional metal promos that I've been a part of, at least. So,
well, I don't know. Just stick with us.
I don't know. Well, yes,
It'll
dear
work
listener, it'll get better.
Yes.
So, Hot Hell Room.
Hey, you can't reach the top of the mountain without going into some trenches. The video was written and produced by Cecile Del Pollo with umlauts over the I. Music and lyrics by Loic, also with umlauts over the I. Malasanya, except for guitar solo by Fabrice Poisson, which I believe means fish. Recorded by
Fish, you did it.
Andrew Guillotin at Hybrid Studios, France. Mastered by Mayor Applebaum, USA. All right, then actors Aline Berenguer and Gary Desbois. Then the band is Loic Malasanya, vocals, guitar, keyboards, Shazy Bob on lead guitar, Alan Raoul on bass, and Ludovic Rui on drums. For fans of, you would never guess what the fans of.
Therion, maybe?
Queensryche, Europe, Saxon, Metallica.
Because those bands, okay.
All right.
They all have actors.
Well, I think it's actors in the music video. All right. So,
Okay. Oh, okay. I don't know. Like, there are some wild bands out there, man, that have like whole circus troops and shit out there. Do you remember that? You remember that circus metal band that we played with in Chicago when she brought out the snake?
oh yeah. And I told John from RVG about it, who owns many snakes. And he goes,
Yeah.
it is torture to bring a snake to a metal concert.
Yeah, I was thinking similar thoughts. So the nameless band, but you know, Amon Amarth has the Jomsvikings, who are basically a part of their band at festival season now. It's not. I'm trying to rationalize myself into why I thought the band would be crediting actors as permanent members of their band. Okay, so Saxon.
To be fair, it is not clear in here. All right, so the artwork, I guess it's single. The single artwork is like a blue old-timey piano that's like rusting. No, I'm not rusting, but like decaying.
Yeah,
And it has like a little candle fixture on it and a keyhole beneath the keys. And
Ooh,
like one of those
it's a hockey
theater masks. It's not a hockey mask.
It's a goalie mask, Tim. Can't you see?
Name one great French goalie who's not named Jose Theodore.
Actual French? I can't name a single one.
No,
Quebecer, that's a different story.
All right. And then the band picture. Oh, the one guy, or I'll show it to you in a second, but the one guy either looks like he's about to start or is frantically trying to suppress his laughter. But
yes, he does. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the four of them, two and possibly a third of them.
I like it.
Have shaved heads. We can't tell with the third one because he's wearing a hat. And then there's one dude with long hair wearing a, let's see, I have a leather jacket count of 3 and
I mean, they're true.
hoodie count of 1. There's 4 people in the band.
They might also no hoodies under the jacket.
Does not appear so. And then we got, let's see, jeans, leather pants, possible jeans, and definite jeans. So, so there you go. And all those jeans are black jeans. And it's another black and white photo, just like the last band.
Outside of what appears to be might be a church, who knows? It's a French building that was probably built in the 1700s.
I believe that's a well. They're standing
That's a
in front of
well.
a well. Can you kind of
Are they not in front of a wall?
I mean, they're blocking the well, but that metal arch over the 2 guys in the middle is like what holds the pulley, and then below there's some brickwork where the well is. So maybe the guy who's laughing did something to the well.
They probably made a Lord of the Rings joke about the knocking the bucket down. I mean, that's what I would have done in that scenario.
All right, well, there you go. How many ears? I'm curious. I think I try as I might, I could never get into Queensryche. The Metallica and Saxon intrigue me, but the Europe is kind of a curveball,
right? Like Metallica, if they had but they do have a keyboardist. So
yeah, it's also the vocalist and guitarist. And which one of these guys do you think is Shazy Bob? Now that I'm looking at this again,
goodness,
this might be the most overanalyzed band photo we've done in a while.
I think Shazy Bob has got to be wearing sunglasses. He's our very suave, shaved head. That's Swayze Bob, second from the right.
Yeah,
excuse me, Shazy Bob.
Yeah, let us know if Dave is right. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to go 1 full ear on this.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. But Europe and Queensryche have me a
little bit concerned. Yeah, and I think I have to agree with the 1 ear thing. I don't know how you can be like both Saxon and Metallica. So I feel like I would go in with kind of low expectations for them to sound like either of those bands too faithfully. But French music is always interesting. It's got a spirit that appeals to me. So I'd give this an ear.
All right. Last one on the metal promo roundup. Veritates, Silent War. Artist Veritates released Silent War, Doc Gator Records again.
Ooh,
interesting.
These guys are okay. So they're a label.
Yeah, they put them all out. They put out all their promos at the same time, I guess. Release date. It's out again, September 16th, 2022. Digital CD and LP. Heavy metal and power metal from Germany. Track
nice.
Track list is For My Thoughts, Evil, My Own Way, Alone, CD only, Psychologist of the Dead. All right.
Okay.
Lies, Fear Sells, Faceless Man, CD only, Mirror, Silent War. Lineup. Okay. Andreas von Lipinski on vocals, Tom Winter on guitar, Frank J. Norras on guitar, Jörg Belstler on bass, and Marcus Kneep on drums. And I say guitar because that is how it is written in the promo. It's not focusing.
0 ears.
Reading. I'm just reading what's there. Veritates mastermind Tom Winter has once again written some divine riffs on the second album of his Steel Factory and worked them into 10 magnificent metallic pearls with his sidekick Andreas V. Lipinski of Wolfen and Warwolf. I guess he likes
We
wolves.
need to play with these guys.
Who is responsible for the melody lines and the lyrics on Silent War. As further comrades in arms, Jörg Belstler, bass, Marcus Kneep, drums, also in Gravedigger, reinforced by newcomer Frank J. Norris from Wolfen and Warwolf on lead guitar. So it's just a big incestuous community, I guess.
Yep.
making the top-class lineup complete. Born in anger, born in frustration, born with hope, born through friendship and spreading words of truth with steel notes and a powerful voice is the unshakable credo of Veritates. Thus, I'm also thinking it's Veritates because it looks Latin. So that's what I want.
I agree.
Thus, the musical direction on Silent War should satisfy any heavy metal fan whose neck starts to rotate at the mere mention of bands like Iron Maiden, Iced Earth, Accept, or Gravedigger. The cover artwork was done by MS Arts Design for fans of Iron Maiden, Iced Earth, Accept, Gravedigger. Silent War was produced, mixed, and mastered by Chris Boltondahl at Graveyard Studios.
Yeah.
Bandcamp is veritates.bandcamp.com. So it's VERITATES. All right, let's talk talk artwork. It is it's like the girl from The Ring, but instead of walking out of a TV, she's walking into a mausoleum, it appears. Both the logo and the album title are just basically one of those fonts. You know, you just look up
it's like an ornamented,
ornamented all caps, font. And then the band photo is not quite a band photo. It's it looks like portraits of each of them. Just from the neck up. So we can't do an analysis of jeans or leather jackets on this one, unfortunately. All right. So I'll go first. 2 ears. Easily. Iron Maiden, Iced Earth, Accept, Gravedigger. I'm in.
What more?
That's all I got.
Yeah.
That is primarily what this is based on. They could have just written that and I'd say 2 ears.
So yeah, I heard power metal. I heard Germany. For me, that kind of seals the deal. The Gravedigger connection is a big help. I'd be curious to see their take on Iced Earth style of like more aggressive power metal, something that a lot of bands in Germany didn't really adopt. Yeah, I'd give this 2 whole ears. Wow, this is back-to-back metal promos with 2 ears for me. I'm going to have to cash in on my ride home tomorrow night as well.
2 whole ears and 2 ear holes.
Yeah.
What you got, Mike? And you have to divide your score by 3/4 since you only heard 3/4 of the promo.
Let's see. So it's Veritates, I believe.
Veritates. There we go.
Veritates.
That means truth potatoes in parts of Kentucky.
I mean, I'll go with the consensus here. I like the song titles because you have Psychologist of the Dead, Faceless Man, which reminds me of Dream Theater.
I was thinking that too.
I think that's a Game of Thrones, like a Song of Ice and Fire song.
Oh yeah,
the Faceless Man.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's see. I feel like the song titles are somewhere between Dream Theater, death metal, and Megadeth because we have Fear Cells.
But who's
Psychologist of the Dead? Yeah. So I'll go with 2 ears. I'm going to defer to you guys. I also like all of those bands. So, but I don't really have. I didn't not being here from the beginning. I feel somewhat inauthentic with this rating.
You didn't miss anything. All right. Until next time, Metal Nation. Let us know if we missed anything, and if we did, make sure you comment about it and complain a whole lot because that's what we like to see down in the comments.
Conflict,
yes,
engagement,
drama,
also
gossip,
also keep it metal.
I love watching the videos of us after the recording because I know that all of us are doing some wonky motion in time with the music, but it's all delayed. So it looks like we have no idea how to keep time.
Maybe we don't.